Good morning, London. How is everyone doing? I see this is not too good, my screen. It's okay, I guess. This is okay because it's white. Yeah. So it's 28th of August. It's 1:53 Eastern right now. And let's get let's get into it. Now, what are we seeing here on the higher time frame? This was a level I was looking at yesterday. I didn't reach it until I think I posted that in the community post. It was actually the trade I had an L on. That was the level I was looking for, and hit that level around 2315-ish, 2300, 2315. We've got the midnight right over here, and now we'll move it down. So for that weekly profile, we have a month end. So we have the last day of the trading month on a Friday, plus obviously we have Friday on the weekly as month end then as well. So that's always an interesting day. And we have a bank holiday on Monday, right? So, and today we have news. So let's try to get some direction for the session. So on the 15-minute, this gets my interest instantly. There's 2 weeks. We've got 2 weeks on both sides. We've got equal lows here. So definitely we've used this as a rejection block, right? So we went up to this fair value gap, from the rejection block to the fair value gap here. But we also have this wick here. So we're basically in the middle of the 2 wicks. Oh my god, my cats are running like crazy. I might jump on the desk and just try to bother me. So let's get some information during London and see if there's a trade ready to take, or we just have to wait until the news at 8:30. I love those news candles. They give so much information once they are printed. So, okay, let's go into the lower time frame. Look at this one here. That's my screen. And cute. There you go. Let's have a look at the weekly. Yeah, it still looks very bullish, right? I mean, look at this on the 4-hour. Oh, this liquidity. The only thing that I'm just we're not going up in a straight line. We have to change it. So this is the breaker. We can consider this a breaker. We went through it. they made a beautiful new wick. I'll do this one here. Let's just use this one now. So you see this 4-hour wick out beautifully yesterday, or actually it was the open of today's candle. Went straight into the 50% here. Now, I think it's a high probability we move into this weekly root candle. So 514, 23, 514 is a level that has my interest before we make the move up. Maybe we could even go lower. So 4-hour wick, mark that on your chart, grade it, and as you can see we already hit the 4-hour. We don't want to. Here we go. Okay. So you see how beautifully Asia created this low on this, exactly on this 50% point of that wick. What was that level again? Just make that level to be clear for me. 23.4. Let's make it 23.487. 23.488. Let's make it 23.488. 488. So this is the daily intraday. Let's see, 488. Okay, obviously it's here, right? Yeah. Okay. Now. Here we go. Okay. So we finally touched the first percentage fair value gap over yesterday. I was looking at that yesterday, and that's why I missed the move up, to be honest. That was right over here. We had a beautiful move up. This move here. We were looking at it, and I did not take that entry because I wanted to tap into here, so I missed this move up here. Because I thought, oh, it might, hit that level. So yeah, so finally it now tapped into it. But looking at the chart, for me, it's also not a clear long at the moment. So I just have to wait a little bit for this entry. Hello, hello. So I love it when we have the month and the week both on a Friday when they level up. So I do start looking at the TGIF levels on Thursday already, because sometimes we hit TGIF on Thursday. Now I don't think this week that's going to happen, because we are mostly, well, we could have a Wednesday high and go down from that moment as well, but I'm more inclined to think that we're going to expand. But then again, it could be Wednesday high as well, right? If we look at the weekly profile, let's go back. This is the Wednesday high. I had this level yesterday. I took that L on that trade, and this was the level I was aiming for, and it was the weirdest timing that I thought I would go to. That was pre-market, and I posted that trade in the community trades because I wanted to take a nap, and I thought if it runs, I want to be in it. But obviously we went down first, and then we again went up, but we didn't reach that level during PM session. We went up to this level here where it's 127, and then around. Oh, we did actually. I need more coffee. You see, guys, it was actually it was actually yesterday at the market end. Okay, I went to bed very fast when I closed the stream because I wasn't feeling too well. So this was the level, so it did hit it, but just after market close. Okay. I'm proud of that, even though my timing was off. So my calculation was correct. Timing off, but it did hit it, so that's good. So we did create a Wednesday high. So we have a weekly profile, right? We have a Tuesday low, Wednesday high, and we could go down from that moment. Can be. Or we are going to, because we still have our Tuesday low intact, we could go higher, and then we have a TGIF on Friday. We get 20%, 30% back into the range. So those are the two profiles that I am taking into consideration for the last 2 days of this week. But now, as you can see, we're just in the middle of these 2 wicks. So that's always a bit tricky. Equal lows here into a wick, which I want to mark out. You see they hit exactly the 50% of this 4-hour wick. So they got that pretty move up into this bearish fair value gap, and now we're moving down. Now I'm inclined to think that we might go a little bit lower again because we hit this fair value gap. Let me just calculate this range. This OTB range. As ICT traders, we all know, right? Equal lows. That will be revisited very fast at some point, so we cannot really forget about them. exactly at 7:02 right here. So it's exactly at the 7:02. Okay. And obviously we have news at 8:30, so we have to be aware of that as well. I love the news candle. It gives me a lot of information. I use the news candle a lot. I bathe my AM session and PM session. I get a lot of information from that news candle. So I've hardly seen people really use that. So I might give some more information on that, how I use it. Well, no, I'm going to do that. But I'm just really surprised that people don't use that candle as a measurement candle. So, but I will get into that, and I hope that, I must be honest, the last few months in summer when we did have news, it was not as exact as it used to be before. 2 months before, every news candle was like, I could really use it, and it gave me so much information. But the last, was it 2 months? I have to get back into my journal. It was a bit off, but it was quite hard. I mean, everything was a bit off, especially in Nasdaq. A lot of people are complaining about Nasdaq last 2 months, but for me, it's still, I still love it. I mean, I'm not moving anywhere. I'm going to stick with Nasdaq because for me, it's just my go-to. Yeah, I love Nasdaq. Anyway. We just need more information. For now, I can't really frame a good trade at this moment because we're in the middle of that range. We did hit that. It's a nice market maker. You can see sort of as a completion of a model, but then again, are we going to tap into this level here? We're going up. So for me, my next time model starts at 3 o'clock exactly here. Let's see if we get something at 2:33. Just do some more analysis for now. Let's look at the. I've got a bit of a cough, guys, so I'm sorry if it's I have to cough some on the stream a little bit. I just have to get my medication somewhere. You want to avoid this chop, this price action. It's not really something you want to be in because it's just consolidation, and we're on a higher time frame still in. I would really like to see it at least go below the 50% or well, technically it doesn't. Let's see if it does. 0.62. My eye is going to this wick and this fair value gap here, and it could be enough for price action to go up from that. And we're in this wick candle. Doesn't need to go to this one. Okay. This is the red dotted line is the settlement price of yesterday. See, I'm still it was difficult for me to find that word, so that means I either need more coffee or my brain is still sleeping. I slept a lot. I fell asleep. After last night's stream, I went to bed, or I was actually watching a series because I was like, just relax a little bit. That's always what I do. I don't need much sleep normally. I just sleep max 6 hours. I can do with 5, but I just need a little bit, just so that it's better when I have 6. But I just fell asleep straight away, I guess. And then I woke up middle of the night, and then I thought, oh, I have to change some thumbnails, and I was a little bit hungry, and then I fell back asleep. So I was late again for this one, which I normally am not, because I wake up at 4 a.m. And then London for me now this time is 8 o'clock, so that will be enough hours. But I was just dozing off, and I really had issues getting up, which is really not like me. So anyway, yeah. Let's see. It looks like a long ride, like we're setting up for just need a little bit more information. I think I have to, when I'm on stream, I feel like I want to be in a trade all the time, but I don't want to get in. I really want to balance and really find the good trades, the really good risk rewards that you really can, enter, have a good, a very low risk, high reward trade, and just sit back and let the trade play out. Because I like the distribution trades. Flat bottom, flat top, gap. So I need to add some. I didn't add my trade. Oh, I am. Okay, this is me. I see someone is here. I want to think, because I also trade MNQ on my live account. I don't trade my live account on air. I do it separately out of the screen. But I'm just wondering also to add MNQ, because I do chart from the NQ and then I trade it on the MNQ as well. So maybe, I don't know if people want me to add an MNQ screen. The levels do differ sometimes a little bit, because obviously there's a little bit other order flow sometimes. So yeah, that's something I just think of adding, maybe another screen, but I just take it for what it, I see the difference on my other screen sometimes already when I trade it, but then again I just try to chart from the NQ. That's for me enough, but it does differ sometimes. So I do want to take that into account if anyone has wants me to take that into account and add another screen and chart from that one. Let me just get back. So these are my two screens. This is a lot of information here. I put the first presented fair value gaps of the AM session. I'm extend those, so I do add the days. This is my monthly contract, so at some point it will be about 3 months of information, because I do think that the cycles, also IPTA, they do go back to those cycles. I have this 15-minute inversion fair value gap marked here, and as you can see, it uses it again. So this is one that I kept on my chart here. And if they become of significance, there will be a significance again at some point. So once you start finding those, you keep them and you just reuse them, because as you can see, it goes back into that again. Technically, if you look at this, the daily open got formed in it, and you don't have to use it because the daily open is here and also the settlement price. So technically that gives you information as well, right? Because those are magnets for liquidity levels that are drawn to. Yeah, but for me, I just leave it on. And yeah, this is a beautiful long as well. Yeah, let's see if are we in a macro? Yeah, we're not. I try not to trade outside macro times, but especially because it's just very risky. But we're going up, right? You just have to be a little bit aware of these wicks here. You see a lot of gaps as well, right, in London. So that's also then you already know what kind of price action you can expect. Just herky-jerky, one big candle, then a little consolidation again, one up. You just don't want to be caught in that move up and then it goes down. So yeah, let's wait for a nice distribution, low resistance, and then maybe add to a retest of something. Yeah. So these levels here that you still see marked on my charts, those 0.75, 0.66, those are the levels of yesterday's opening range gap, and they're still useful. So I do leave them, especially for now. If I look at this 66 level, I'm like, okay, if we could move, if we have a move up, I wouldn't be surprised. It would, just, well, as you can see, it used it here, right? The wicks go over it, but the body stayed below, and it formed another. It formed the trend line liquidity. So in this case, and what I noticed a lot, and here you see the first percent fair value gap of last week's Friday. Most likely, what will happen, it will just step into this one, and because you see it's descending high to the mid in 25%, and then this coming move up will be the last move. We're in 220, so it might be an interesting, I just don't want to enter outside my Kona. I'm just going to go there. We just have to wait for this one. $220, $233, yeah, it's going to run. I'm okay to miss moves. And then happy that I, do the analysis correct, because that helps me in my larger trades as well. I would rather have one good trade and then, have a larger R&R. I do scalp, but that's if I'm already warmed up. I see London when I just get on the lap, behind my laptop, waking up, feeling not 100%. It's also warming up a little bit, I guess, and just be careful with the trading, because that's when I take my losses if I go in too fast and I think I'm reading it correctly, but then I'm still off. Sometimes you can read it correctly, but the time is off. Because yesterday that long that I wanted to take, it was a correct calculation. Everything, that the move, it's still in a buy program, but obviously we can go down, we can retrace, and especially when we have seek destroy environment, it just takes its time, right? So that just happens, and then you still have, you miss the whole move. Okay, so let's see if my analysis is correct, and it just touches the this, and then it finalizes this little market maker, or it goes right through it. The case as well, but that might be at a later stage. So this is the midpoint of the previous day equilibrium. Here we go. There we go, boom. Now let's see what it does. It's going through it. It's taking liquidity now. It's number 4, yes. Okay, so we need to go over it to take over liquidity. $224. So we do get runs 20 past the hour until 40 past the hour. They're not the official macros, but especially 2:33 is a significant time in London that we can get big runs. But now because it's already running, let's see if we can get the last run in the midst of the hour. I'm going to go to my other screen. Yeah. Okay. Now I could frame it as an entry here because we're in the AM market. This is AM plus we have a see, we didn't take out this liquidity here, and we have a gap here as well. And we have a first presented fair value gap here from midnight. So it might leave midnight for later today, but it might already go to this area. Yeah. I'm just letting it go. Okay, but I just want to analyze it. So liquidity here, but we do have a fair value gap, another gap here. Let's see if we have a gap on the 5-minute as well on this one. Just see if it's significant. Three. No, we do not. We do have a flat top candle here. 572. I need to charge my. Just 1 second. So what I would wait for right now, you know, this is a trade I could have taken, obviously, but I would rather see it go into one of these wicks and reject from there. So that will give me a little bit more confidence for. Well, I have confidence for this trade, but I just don't like the price action. It just goes too slow for me. And I'm just using the time to analyze how the market is moving, and if I would be interested in already taking it. But so you can see clearly also on the 15 how beautiful how this is created to just be taken out. So it really looks, let's see what level this is, 581. It's still 15 points. Yeah. So this level, so then it would hit midnight already. Yeah, could be. There we go. This was the only retest of the breaker. If you would consider this a breaker, this would be the entry here, the retest, which would give. But you see here on the change in, well, this could be the change in the state of delivery already here. You don't have a candles low, body close below this here. Yeah, this is beautiful. There we go. We're going to 581. Boom. Okay. This is what I like to see, because now it's really going, and I would like to see it going into one of those in the upper wick and see how it reacts there. Look at it going beautifully. Wow, look at that. Okay, come go into this wick here. Okay, so we've got the fair value gap here. You see how it uses the 4 o'clock again. I've been talking quite a bit on stream about the 4 o'clock. Let me measure this. I'll measure it from this. Let me use this. Yeah, 30 minutes, a little more data here. There we go. I'll use this. So the first level of that wick is 635. So that means we still have 35. Okay, that's almost 40 points to go. So let's see if we can get a next macro. We're going to get a pull, a retracement at some point, and I think we can get a nice trade into the wick at some point. I don't think it's going to run. I mean, that will be something if it just keeps on running and goes to that level. But what I would like, if it does, it does. I just don't want to enter or chase from here. But it's 233. There we go. We're going to start retracing a little bit. So, and also we are above my volatility grid here. So that means it, it hit the average level of the expansion it could do. It could extend all the way to 2.5 and even 4, but because we're almost at the end of our model, well, we're not really, we've got half an hour to go, but I mentioned that yesterday, the 4 o'clock is a lot of the times resistance or support. So for me, that lines up with, okay, 233, we hit a 4 o'clock level, we are in an end walk, we are in a fair value gap. So for me, and we've taken liquidity. I don't want to use the word hope because but I'm thinking, okay, we might get a retracement from this area, and then we could use the 253 macro for the move up into this 635 level. So let's see, but it could just run, just So we've got the this is the London, yesterday's London first presented fair value gap, matching up with another one. So let's see if it just runs into, but we'll just have to wait. And I do expect this wick to behave as a rejection block. So then, even though we're long bias, we have to go into a short maybe in London, I guess, if I can't enter this trade. But we're going to the 1 because we need more information on the candle, how the candles are forming. On days like this, I would like to go on the 30 seconds as well, but I will do that on stream, I guess. It's just going. It's on a mission, right? I love this kind of price action because it's just, it moves and I really notice, like, if you let these moves go, or you kind of find your proper entry yet, it's okay because it's already signaling that it's willing to move and it's going, and we've got news coming at 8:30, so no rush, no FOMO. So I'm meeting a friend later today, and we have one good cafe here. We have a few, but the one that really is the nicest to hang out is called FOMO. And it's such a small town here, and then the one cafe that we go to is called FOMO, right? But it has to do with their last name. But as a trader, it's like FOMO Cafe. How? I mean, the one thing we as a trader are, I guess, battling with most, I guess, is FOMO, or is it? Well, overtrading comes from FOMO, right? So I guess it's the one thing we all have to deal with and improve. Yeah. FOMO. Okay. Let's see now. How am I reacting? Are we just going to 237? Yeah, so what you see on days like this, that the moves are outside the macro, and actually inside the macros there's hardly any entry. 224, so that's 220. Yeah, this was the only one, maybe the retest that I would consider. It's quiet today in the chat. Okay, let's go. So how much would have this, so I did mention this here, the tap in, and it was the exactly the, this was at Asia, so this Asia's low as well, and this was into the root candle, so technically this was a this is changing the state. Yeah, this is it. I could have considered this on the 15, changing the state. Time percent. Just want to see if I can, where I could have framed what I missed, what I can do better next time. 2 o'clock. That's why I like the 2 o'clock. But then again, if you get on at 2 o'clock and you're just starting, you still miss. So I should maybe get on at 1:45. So then it's, you can get that move. So I said, every time I miss it because I had some issues with my internet and I just didn't get on before 2. But this was the move, right? 2. And we had the retest here in this area. So we could see, we can consider this manipulation move, or the retest, and then boom, off we go. So, and here you see it's disrespecting this bearish fair value gap, and it might do the same now. In this, we're in a bearish one as well, so we've been disrespecting this one here. So I do assume that we're just going up into this area now. So it should be a long, but I just want to wait until the macro, because it might get into this level again and then go up, but it looks like it's just going to go into 35. Well, let's just take it to a settlement price, 30 points. It's probably going to spike to 35, right? So when you see this kind of behavior, so this is 145, right? You see this fair value gap of 145 has been disrespected. We are at 241. Most likely we'll go out of this fair value gap as well this time. I should actually enter, because I'm saying these things and I just, you know, those are those little algorithmic signatures. Time-based, 145. The box is formed 415. Already at the bottom, at the top of the end walk. So if you're in already, you can definitely stay in until this area here, or even 35. 635. What is ES? How's ES behaving? I like NQ. What's doing? How it's going? Does NQ have a wick as well, or ES is a wick as well on the 15? Yes, it does. So it looks like NQ is already going into the wick, right? So we might get S&T on NQ and ES. It already passed the 75%. That probably goes to half here. Oh, I don't think we get S&T, by the way, because they're both in the wick. They're just at a different level on the wick. So And this is the TP, frame the trade. Yes, this is what we want to see. Now the only thing that bothers me a little bit is this line, 620. I'm getting in a trade, I think. I'll take it up to just gonna do a paper trade too. $246. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna go. See, that's what I mean. I just want to wait to a macro. And then I'm going to take it to 635. So that's that level. Because it's 246 now. It's still 4 minutes to go. Yes. Now we have this first percent fair value gap of last week Thursday, which also is an old midnight. What are you? Yes, an old midnight. 612. So we're definitely, I mean, if you look at this, we're going to hit a level and then we might just have a good retracement down for that larger move up right into this wick, maybe even up to 50% or 66%. So I don't want to be caught up in getting in too early and expecting, because you know it's a late entry for that last part of that move, and because we've got this first presented and midnight here, I'm thinking, are we not going to just go up to there for now and then retrace back into the range and then go back up? So I'm thinking if I'm going to enter a trade, it's just going to be up to this level, play it safe, and if I miss it, I miss it. But then if it does retrace back, because we got so much, we created so much fair value gaps to be revisited, and we've got the news candle coming, and I'm bullish for the last 2 days. Yeah, it's good. I'm just gonna take it very yeah, let's see. This is a paper trade, by the way, so it's not just warming up, but it's 250. We've got the first candle. 1 minute. I would like to see a down candle first. So it would be just 10 points, I guess, but it's okay. I'll just play it up to here, 612. Yeah, just go away. Just go. Why is it? That wasn't it. Oh, come on. Okay. This is just going to be, this is the trade. I don't want to go below this wick. It's going to be a very fast move. Should be a 1-to-1, not 1 over. There we go. $253. I didn't take me out of my tick. 3 ticks. Come on, just take that last bit. Okay. I'm not gonna be stopped there. Okay. So this is exactly what I was talking about. It didn't even go to midnight, right? This is the midnight point. It went to the first presented fair value gap of yesterday. So interesting. So we know the next move will definitely go up there because it left it now. It created actually a double high. See, it's exactly, this was what I was waiting for that move down. It's in a macro. But we're just gonna let it run. I still have this level here. 75. Let's see what it does in this macro. If it wicks up again into this level here, or it just really goes back down into the range. So that's why you always have to be careful when you're late, when you have missed that large move, right? You don't want to get caught up in, it's just, you're trying to get 10 points. It's such a, and it's a one-to-one. It's just so, it's just not worth it, basically, to waste your energy on it. But it's just nice to tape read and just get into those. Yeah, it most likely goes to midnight now. Let's see. Let's see. So obviously it would be, you can see also all this wicking. It's also liquidity that's created, right? Obviously we wanted to get back into a fair value gap and then take the last move up, but sometimes it just doesn't give it to us in a clear way. Just have to moves just go and just accept that sometimes it's just like that. But yeah, this really fascinates me, that moves like this, and then you just want to be in and then take that whole ride up, because you can already frame the 2 wicks, so either it's going up or down. So reaching certain levels and behaving in a certain way, it's like already okay. We disrespected the bearish fair value gap here, so this will be an entry here, 216, but it's outside macro. Here it's inside macro. It hits the first percent fair value gap of yesterday, which it did not hit in the PM session. So this would have been already like a signal. I did call it out, but I just didn't enter because I was like, I just found this was a little bit, I wanted to wait for this, and then it was no macro, then it goes up, and then you're like, okay, I don't have an entry yet, I've got a breaker here, but we just go through it. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see on the 5 minutes, but I'm going now again. Now we're going to midnight. go in. It was 3 o'clock. I don't know that. Yeah, 3 o'clock. We have a lot. That's my new model starting as well. Let me just have a look at it. So I might just enter at some point here. Let's see. We're going to wait till my new model prints. I really like this level. It's 35, that 1/3 level. Oh, here we go. 620, yeah. 623. 622. It's not pretty easy price action, to be honest. It's clear where it's going, right? But it's not easy to enter it on this way because you don't have a clear retest of something. At 3 o'clock, obviously, it's moving. Yeah. I think it's gonna just blast through to that 7. Three. I should get rid of this. I think this is on screen as well. I have to figure out that I don't want that on screen. I need to improve that. Okay, now we like that. It's using the first presented from yesterday's PM session pretty well now. Still wicks are going into it, but 303. Expect some volatility at, let's see here, at 5+3. See, the ranges are expected to be a bit smaller now. So this is the average range until 344. This is a buy. I don't even time to set my stop loss. What was my level? I'm gonna play it to, we're above this one, that's good. $3.35 bit. It went exactly to the 335, guys. You see that? That's at 1/3 level. Boom. It might even go higher to the 0.5. But you know, it's hard price action in all honesty. You see this? I'm done. I mean, I've got 285 on a paper account, so that's okay. Exactly to the 1/3, right? Or to this, yeah, to the 75%. Not the 1/3, that's here. Yep. Now what I will be doing during my journaling, I want to get, like, you know, I missed that move at 2. I was getting on stream, but then again, I was also hesitant. And I'm just going to reverse engineer and just see where I would enter and how I could benefit of this move, because I analyzed it properly, but I just couldn't find a proper entry. And that's sort of like frustrating sometimes when your analysis, when you get to a point that your analysis gets better and better, but timing, it's just hard to find an entry, or you're too early and things like that. But that would have been a monster move, right? Look at that. And just take it up to this level and then be done, because you're fine with it. You don't need anything. You took most of the move already. So let's see if it's possible. How many points is this? Okay, that would be around, let's say 80 to 90 points. I mean, that's for London session, right? I mean, yeah. So that's the phase that I'm actually in, like really improving my executions, getting in earlier on moves instead of, you know, when it doesn't give the macro easy entries, like retests of things, and that happens. I mean, I noticed that in London that this is more of a price action. You just have to be just reading the moves a little bit differently, so you can. Obviously, now we hit the liquidity in a macro. So that's the thing, right? The move is running, and it's like a 1 hour trade. We get in at 2 o'clock because we hit a liquidity level, and then, you know, we retraced. You can see that on the higher time frame, and then it's from 2 to 3. And then last month we run it in an hour up to here. So, and I've noticed that last week, because I didn't do London for quite a while, and last week I noticed the same, that the good moves are already at 2. So I think I'll have to start my stream at 1:45, and then I maybe can catch those larger moves 2 to 3, which I'm going to aim for now. Because again, it's just, you know, analysis was right, and got the manipulation move, and then distribution. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it here for this session. Yeah, it's a good session. I'm going to journal because I really want to find just better entry points also outside macros for trades like this in London. So yeah, thank you for being here and watching, and hope to see you next time, and maybe later today, because I'll be back in the PM session obviously, and I'll be trading AM session definitely with the news candle, and looking forward to that. So I'm looking forward to see you later as well. Bye bye for now, and enjoy your day. If you are in my time zone, touch some grass.